would you look at that? Another video that is unscripted, ranted with drawing or editing footage. Lovely. Twitter. Stop lightly using offensive buzzwords such as sexual predator, map, racist, ableist, and the whole list goes on. Ranting again. Okay, so this video is in specifically where I'm just ranting. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this section of content that I'll be calling. I'll just rant to an unscripted thing or things that just randomly come to my mind. Yeah. In the last video, with the ones out did well, so let's see about this one. Oftentimes, people will have situations where they do something questionable and people will call them buzzwords. I remember back in the time of the day where if you did something, you would be like, "Hey bro, that's kind of scummy." But now, if you do something, people will just label you all these things, despite it not completed. Okay, I'm sure you guys know about the Animal Crossing thing. You know, where she accidentally inappropriated something, and people were just calling her racist or saying alphas, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm just thinking, like, it's not that serious. And you have people who are labeling her as racist or saying that she was racist. I'm like, you do realize one action doesn't make you a racist, right? I just don't know why people seem to think. And, okay, the thing about me is that I'm not going to automatically label someone a racist based on one action alone. I'm not. I mean, I may call you that, but I'm not going to entirely label you that, or I'll say you're acting like it. Because if you're acting like it, then yeah, I'm going to say you're acting like a dumbass, or you're acting, insert label here. But I'm not going to say that you're because acting like it to me and being it is two completely different things. And another thing, call back to my all ones out people. Had people, most likely there was people calling him ableist. And that wouldn't make any sense. So, why am I making this video then? Mainly because I'm genuinely tired of it. I'm the type of person who, when I'm thinking about something or making a video about something, as I am editing this picture for an MP part, that I have been I really need to just get my priorities straight, because I need to stop trying to work on commentaries, work on story videos, and do this. Anyway, yeah. So, I just, really the thing about this, I'm rambling because I don't really have a script. The thing about this that just really annoys me is that this kind of stuff can, like, really hurt a person, job-wise. And yes, I'm bringing in more cancel culture stuff. I think it's merely a Twitter thing, but you know, you can have people who are just gonna be like unnecessarily hateful for no reason, and that's not being like a whole like, oh, we should be love and like hold hands and stuff. No, and like there's just thing that generally confuses me, and this turned into why I don't think people should just label someone something based on one action. Okay, say I make an NSW art of minors, which I wouldn't do, even if I were to make NSW art, but this is just a hypothetical. And, you know, it's one mistake I did in the past. If someone were to dig that up, they would call me a sexual predator, despite me only doing it once. It's stupid logic, and we should just stop just tossing these words around like it's gospel. No, we should just not. People make mistakes. People are not going to make the best things of judgment. Alright? But we should stop automatically labeling someone with either lackluster evidence, which is going to be a point in one of my commentaries I'm making, little things that really wouldn't matter in the long run. And, okay, I know I was just going to basically rant about why I think, like, labeling someone so freely is stupid, but, I mean, like, it's just stupid. That'll be like if you maybe, like, consciously, like, say you accidentally hurt someone's feelings once. Would I label you a bully because you accidentally did it once and it isn't a repeated behavior? No! It's stupid to do that. So why do people immediately, when someone does something morally questionable, people will be going to all these sort of terms and saying and labeling this instead of just saying, hey, that's a little scummy. Why is that the norm now? It shouldn't be a norm. If someone were to use the N-word inappropriately, I wouldn't label them a racist. I would say you are acting like one, especially if you are over the age of 25. Because you know what you're doing. Stop it. Don't use it. And while someone's opinion could be very, basis on it, like, oh, maybe you could say, my opinion is, the word shouldn't exist. We should all just greedily stop using it. But back on topic. Now, why do I think labeling someone a certain thing based on one action is bad, other than, it being stupid and dumb? Because majority of the time, it isn't actually true. Yeah, labeling someone something over one mistake isn't true. I'll give you another analogy. If I ate vegetables one time, would you call me a vegan? Or would you call me a vegetarian? Whatever. No, you wouldn't. That's illogical and not exactly very smart. If I eat meat one time, not that kind of meat, darn, I can't even remember the word. Would you call me a carnivore? No, you wouldn't. Because I've only ate meat and vegetables one time. Same with real life things. Now, if I'm actually doing something, such as, grooming something, then yeah, you're free to call me that. Because, you are actually doing that. But, however, if someone makes one racist tweet, that doesn't automatically make them a racist. It doesn't. You can say they're acting like a racist, but it doesn't automatically make them, because it's one tweet. Now, if they have a repeated history of it, then you would have a point. But majority of the times, you don't. Honestly, I just don't like it when people are labeled something if it's only the first time they're doing that. It's not very logical, and it's kind of unreasonable. But yeah. So I'm done with this topic. So I am going to be making a follow-up to my Lungi isn't a sexual predator. Stop. And I'll be going over someone's videos, making jokes to keep my sanity, because that video has made me lose my sanity a bunch, actually. And looking over one comment thread that was particularly interesting to me. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Another thing, so my Magical Girl series, Story Magical Girls, I'm not going to be doing that anymore, mainly because the story is kind of lackluster, and to be honest, things just seem a little bit dead. I'm going to be remaking that in Gotcha Club, and for Gotcha Life, I will be doing a separate horror thing. All I'm telling you is that it's going to be based on Gremlin Tales. Does anyone remember that back in the day? You know, it says where he'll say something and then it opens with a horror story about something. Please let me know I'm not the only one who remembers that. I don't want to feel really old. Please tell me. Please. Uh, you know, Gremlin Tales? Does anyone remember that? Anyone? Please do tell me in the comments if you've actually heard of it, because if not, I'm going to be really sad and feel really old. I used to watch that with my mom all the time, but yeah. Mainly, I'm really interested. The reason I'm taking that direction with the horror story thing, because you know, I don't want to do horror stories just like on Halloween or during the month of Halloween, because that's boring. I know people are going to look at me edgy, but I really like watching horror movies. I just really like it. It's a personality trait of mine, and it's it's not a personality trait. It's a hobby. You know, it's really interesting. The paranormal, the non-paranormal, psychological horror. I love that stuff, and I would love to I would love to implement that in my content. Now, keep in mind, it will be slightly gory, not too gory, because you know, 13 plus, not 16 plus. Though I do have this one story I'm writing, it's 16 plus, but you know, that won't be on this channel though. It won't. So another thing. Here's what so I won't say too much about it, but here's what I will say. The thing I will say about these horror stories, it is inspired by Gremlins, but it takes on like a whole new meaning. It's also inspired by another YouTuber channel, which is 707, but rather than like urban legends, it's actually horror stories that I made up based on concepts. So the first one is a ballerina. I'm not going to tell you what, and the second one is red letters. Don't say that can't be turned to a horror concept. I have seen a literal box turn into a horror concept. You do not know who with it. Scissors and a love letter. Those are my 4 concepts in my mind now. Yeah. So, let me know what you guys think. Because I'm going to try and do these rant style videos whenever a topic comes to my head. And I'll do something that I'll do my rant video, which is my plan thing. Say what I'm planning on doing for future videos or concepts, or, you know, generally just ask you guys, you know, what you guys want to know. But, yeah. And you guys, you know, if you enjoyed this video, I know I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but I really like interacting with people, my fans and stuff. You know, let me guys know if you guys know about Gremlin stories, or if you guys want to know, if you guys are interested in what the ballerina horror story that I'm going to be doing. It went. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a sad thing that happened. Like, it was supposed to be horror, but it ended up slightly becoming a drama in the beginning. It's a little bit of spoiler. I won't until what actually happened. But yeah, you know, let me guys know what you guys think, and hopefully I will finish up my intro. I want to have a horror intro for that specific thing, so I won't publish it until. Yeah, and about the drawing. Glitch, well, it's not entirely glitch trap, and it's something based on an AU I'm doing, which I do kind of want to do a video on, my opinion on how to make a genuine good FNAF AU, but that's going to be in a video. Remember, like, subscribe, you know, that whole shebang, and C-Tron H is out!